My girlfriend declared, I require a pause to sort my inner self. Zero communication. Then her mother labeled her in family holiday snaps with her old high school flame. I honored her path, forwarded every one of her possessions to her folks' residence, and updated my status to unattached. When she eventually rang, prepared to converse, I'm Liam, 29 male. Never imagined I'd be spilling private mess on Reddit, but truthfully, the pure nerve of everything has me compelled to simply pound the keys. Roughly 2 months ago, my partner of 3 years, Chloe, 27, unleashes the explosion. Ordinary Tuesday night, then wham. Liam, I believe I require a pause. Her monologue? I simply must discover my true self. Misplaced a segment of who I am. Require room to locate it. Zero contact. Please, it's not about you. It's about me. Timeless. She even squeezed out a couple tears. Shocked, wounded, bewildered. But if a person demands distance, you provide it. All right, Chloe, if that's your necessity. Uncomfortable embrace. She gathered a compact suitcase. Mentioned she'd lodge with her sibling Sarah. Working things through. Would connect soon. Initial week was torture. Total quiet. Longed for her. Anxious. Kept reminding myself to honor her method. Her exploration. Then, 10 days into this exploration, I'm browsing Insta. Chloe's mom Brenda, 50, uploads a cheerful collection. Household joy seaside escape. Thrilled a particular individual could join. Gut plummeted. Image 1. Brenda, Chloe's father, sibling, and Chloe. Smiling wide. Image 2. Chloe, linked arms, chuckling with some man. He seems recognizable. Image 3. Group meal. Chloe nearly on this man's knees. Brenda labeled him. Ethan, 27. Ethan. Her former high school beau, the one she claimed was no big deal. My veins turned icy. Discover my true self. Zero contact. It wasn't introspection. It was a swing to Ethan with mom as the facilitator. The insult, the deliberate trickery, couldn't even offer me a straightforward split. Didn't explode. Didn't dial. Didn't message. Captured screenshots. Plenty of them. Then I headed to the extra room. Chloe's overflow wardrobe / creative chaos. Dedicated 3 days carefully boxing every single Chloe belonging. Garments, footwear, artwork, novels, knickknacks. Solid cartons. Protective wrap. Sealing strips. Thorough catalog sheet, piece by piece. Pictures of each carton's insides prior to closing. Recorded it all. Delivery company. Ran about $280 for 12 big cartons. Covered. Monitored. Endpoint. Brenda and Chloe's dad's names. Their residence. The day tracking verified arrival. Signed into Facebook. Partnership status. Unattached. Restricted Chloe on every site. Restricted Brenda. Restricted Ethan. Erased her contact. Erased our images from my device. Retained a handful on a protected folder just in case. Neat. Precise. For roughly 3 weeks quiet. Lovely, lovely quiet. Returned to the weights. Linked up with buddies again. Concentrated on career. Then yesterday evening unfamiliar digits. Hello? Liam? This Chloe. Hesitant. As if she anticipated applause. I responded. Steadily. How may I assist? I feel I'm prepared to converse now. I've reflected a great deal. I'm set to resolve matters with us. Waited. Allowed it to linger. Chloe. I stated. Tone level. There is no us to resolve. Update. Appreciate the feedback. Nice to confirm I'm not insane. Many of you crave details on the sequel. So here's the conversation following my "there is no us" line. Extended quiet from Chloe. Thoughts churning. What? Liam. What do you mean? I mentioned I needed a pause. Not that we were splitting. You specified zero contact to discover your true self. I honored that. I discovered some truths too. Discovered what? That you can't survive without me? A slight chuckle. The presumption was flourishing. No. I discovered I don't wish to be with someone who deceives to holiday with their past love. Quiet. I vow. How did you learn about that? Me. Your mom labeled Ethan in the household holiday images, Chloe. Openly. Oh heavens. That was… Mom can be so unaware with online posts. Unaware or involved? I'm wagering involved. Unaware or not, it sketched a vivid scene. You required room to test if Ethan could succeed while holding me in reserve. No.it wasn't that way. Ethan was simply present. Household event. Pals with my sibling. Simply occurred. Events don't simply occur. Chloe. Choices are selected. You selected to deceive, to depart, to snuggle with him. I was mixed up. This was element of my exploration. Tone escalating, turning petulant. And I honored your exploration. So deeply, I advanced its following phase. What does that even signify? It signifies all your possessions have been forwarded to your folks' residence. They landed. Actually, monitoring indicated delivery to your folks' spot about 3 weeks back. Your father acknowledged them. I possess the arrival proof. Utter. Quiet. Tone scarcely audible. You what? Boxed your items. All of it. Forwarded them. Since you were on an exploration, assumed you wouldn't wish to be weighed by ties to our previous existence. Or our flat. You did what? My creative tools, my retro coat, my grandma's jewels. You can't simply act. In fact, I can. And have. It's all present. Catalog sheet for every carton if desired. Grandma's jewels were in carton 7. Protective wrapped. Vengeful? Perhaps. Fulfilling? Completely. Liam, this is madness. Malicious. I was returning. We were going to resolve this. We resolve what, Chloe? Holidaying with another man while claiming you required isolation. Or anticipating me to linger like a fool until you determined if your old romance had potential. It wasn't a romance. It was intricate. Not intricate now. It's finished. Partnership status unattached to clarify. Sobbing then. Genuine or irritated, who knows? Chloe, but my items. Delicate objects. What if damage occurred? Me boxed it superior to your efforts. Covered. But truly, Chloe, your issue now. You're such a jerk. After all, 3 years of my existence. And I offered you 3. Distinction is I didn't conclude it by slipping away with a former. Then a fresh tone. Liam, this is Brenda. What on earth do you believe you're inflicting on my child? Ah, the supporter. Me. Brenda, with full regard, this is between Chloe and myself. Or rather, it was. Now it's wrapped. You can't simply discard her items. She's crushed. That journey was a mix-up. Ethan is merely a household pal. A household pal she was mounting in your images, the ones you uploaded, Brenda. Well, I never. Distorting facts. Chloe was fragile. Required solace. She informed me she required room and zero contact. If she located herself in Ethan's embrace, her decision. It's my decision to conclude our partnership. Mommy, he forwarded all my luxury purses. What if the delivery stole them? See? Frantic. Apologize and repair this. Liam. She was prepared to offer you another shot. The presumption. Stunning. She was offering me another shot? Hey Brenda, nothing to repair. Chloe selected her path. I've selected mine. Only remaining is for her to unpack. Recommend she begins with inner luggage. Oh, I didn't box that one. Harsh, unfeeling youth. After everything we've provided for you, value your former kindness. Which is why I forwarded Chloe's possessions to your kind residence. Good night. Disconnected. Restricted that unfamiliar digits. Felt excellent. Exhausting. The nerve is tiring. Fairly certain this isn't concluded in their views. Update. Liam once more. You were correct. Not concluded. The how dare you not desire me after I deceived you degree is incredible. Roughly a week post the phone exchange with Brenda. Returning late from career. 9 p.m. Enter. Look up and guess who's perched on the steps outside my entrance? Chloe. And beneath her like a sentinel, Brenda. Oh come on. Truly? Halted at the base of the steps. Me evening? Unanticipated. Chloe's eyes puffy new resolve. Liam, we must converse. Correctly. In person. Not via phone where you can hide. Your actions were disgraceful, Liam. Not certain what there is to converse. I was explicit. And not hiding for concluding a call where I'm insulted. Kept my tone soft. Neighbors don't require this. You must comprehend. It was an error. Ethan signifies nothing. Mixed signals. Isolated. Mom believed it would benefit me. Just attempting to aid my child. Any decent mother would. Correct? A decent mother arranges a hidden meeting. Understood. Me? All right. Suppose I accept that. Alters nothing. Faith is shattered, Chloe. But we can reconstruct it. I long for you. Attempted to approach me. I stayed put.no. We can't. Not keen. This is where it turned nastier. Brenda. Liam. Chloe has been informing folks how challenging you've been. Dominating. How you expelled her. Brows raised. Dominating? I provided room. Funded to forward her items. How is that dominating? You didn't converse with me. Just proceeded. Forwarding my items was hostile. And my key? I desire my key returned. Bolts were swapped the day post your item's delivery. For safety. Your key wouldn't function. Minor, gratifying fact. Chloe's expression fell. Brenda appeared as if she'd ingested a hornet. Brenda, you swapped the bolts? On our Chloe? On my flat? Which she willingly vacated under deceptive reasons. Yes, Chloe attempted fresh approaches. Tears with blame. What about my tailored clay pot? Wasn't in the cartons. Did you shatter it from resentment? New depth. I took pride in boxing. The big, clumsy bright green one? Carton number 3. Marked delicate. Ceramics. Enclosed in 10 sheets of protective wrap because honestly it's unsightly. Chloe blinked. Oh. Well, I haven't unpacked every carton. Don't you dare address my child like that about her creation. Declaring truths about boxing. Now if you'll pardon me. Move to pass. Chloe seized my limb. No. Liam. Please. Ethan is a failure. Dwells in his folks' lower level. It was insanity. I desire you. The reality. Ethan wasn't ideal. Astonishing. Softly detached her grip. Me? Chloe? Selections carry outcomes. You selected to deceive. To depart. To insult. Outcome. I don't desire you. Ethan's residence is irrelevant to me. Though relevant to your tomorrow. Brenda advanced. We share acquaintances. Pity if they learned how coldly you handled Chloe after a brief slip. Subtle menace. Elegant. Me, Brenda. If you or Chloe attempt to defame me, I possess a thoroughly recorded sequence. Captures of your household joy seaside escape upload. Delivery invoices. Catalog sheets. Images of carton insides. And I began capturing calls post your initial act. Their expressions. Chloe pale. Brenda's mouth? Rigid. You wouldn't risk me. Test me. No desire for turmoil, but I'll safeguard my name. You crafted this chaos. Now I'm entering my flat. Depart in 5 minutes or I summon guards, then authorities if required. Passed by. Unlocked my entrance. Entered. Didn't glance rear. Shut. Secured. Rested against it. Pulse racing slightly. Exhausting. Listened. Heard steps fading. Building entrance shut. Vanished. For now. The nerve to attempt and tarnish me. The presumption to believe I'd fold. Incredible. Poured a strong drink. Not the serene progression I pictured, but every encounter reinforces my choice. Recording everything? Wisest choice. My protection against their madness. Let's observe the next genius play. Darkly interested. Still preparing. Will refresh if the tale persists. Compiling a dossier. Update. Alright everyone, hopefully the ultimate refresh on the Chloe and Brenda tale. If not, I might require a remote hideaway. Post the flat assault about 10 days of delightful calm. Began to believe they'd grasp the point. Naive me. Subsequent play. Electronic mail. Formal appearing digitized note from an attorney. Gut twisted. Chloe pursuing $5,000 reimbursement for mental anguish, relocation, forfeiture of mutual property due to my hasty and unjustified end of a prolonged cohabiting bond. Also, wrongful handling of precious individual objects. I chuckled. Vocally. For a full minute. The individual objects part was ironic, considering my boxing. My attorney, assisted with a rental once, very relaxed, charged me $200 for this, composed a courteous but solid, kindly depart response. It outlined Chloe's willing exit point zero contact pause to locate herself. Proof. Brenda's Insta uploads of planned journey with Ethan. Duplicates of delivery records, acknowledged arrival proof, full catalog images of carton insides. Note that additional pestering shakedown efforts would encounter a counterclaim for pestering and slander. My attorney also pointed that since we weren't wed and held no mutual property, my name only on rental, distinct finances, her forfeiture of mutual property assertion was groundless. Dispatched it. The following quiet was profound. More. Ultimate. Roughly a week later, learned via the rumor mill. Impartial shared contact, covertly Team Liam. What transpired? Chloe experienced a huge collapse from my attorney's reply. Brenda, enraged, her lawful menace failed. Ethan, grasping Chloe, arrived with turmoil and possible lawful costs, concluded their revived spark wasn't valuable. Informed Chloe he wasn't prepared for all this luggage and hoped her success. Oh, the sarcasm. So Chloe, unattached once more, rear at her folks' house, encircled by her cartons. Supposedly livid, I destroyed her existence. Unhappy. Brenda faulting me for repelling Ethan and wounding her child. Zero introspection. Incredible. Highlight? Contact said some shared pals who Brenda attempted to mobilize against me began posing tough queries. But didn't she holiday with Ethan while paired with Liam? Didn't Brenda upload those images? Tarnish effort failed. Folks recognize scheming conduct. The payback, if you term it that, was merely permitting them to encounter organic results. No yelling. Didn't involve beyond essential. Steadily, systematically sealed every entrance. Offered truths, they offered fantasy. Truths prevailed. Do I sense gratification knowing Chloe's master scheme exploded, departing her with only her items and a teaching? Doubt she absorbed it. Yeah, I'm mortal. Not celebrating glee, more a soft exhale of ease that the poison is gone. Fate, or action and reaction, performed its role. Been several weeks since the attorney exchanges, total quiet. Swapped my digits just in case. Feel unburdened. The trial drained. Instances of true pain, sensing fooled. But managing it with planning instead of pure feeling left me with serenity. Defended myself, valued myself, declined to be controlled. Actually heading on a outing next week. Someone fresh. No predictions, just advancing. Flat senses like my domain. Existence is solid. To anyone facing deceit cloaked in presumption. Remain steady, record everything, set firm boundaries. Occasionally the finest payback is extracting yourself and allowing their own disorder be their ruin. Thanks for permitting me to release. Reddit. Oddly healing. Farewell.